2001: A Space Odyssey is a classic sci-fi film that was recently re-released after Nolan did a remaster of the 70mm version, and I was actually able to travel 2 hours to my nearest IMAX screen and watch it on that huge IMAX screen. And it really, if you're gonna watch this film, that's probably the best way to watch it, because it is pretty amazing.
I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
How do you mean?
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon. I never gave these stories much credence, but particularly in view of some of the other things that have happened, I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
So I'd seen bits and pieces of the film beforehand, but I never watched it from beginning to end as an adult. And so it's kind of cool to go see it for really kind of the first time on the IMAX screen, and with the sound, which is almost actually too loud in some points. Like, honestly, there's like at some points that it is so loud and so like some like really like high like things that when the long scenes are going on, some of the sound I had to cover my ears actually. But it was so cool to see it there, because you see all of the amazing camera tricks they use. Because I mean, at this point they didn't have special effects. They didn't have computer graphics or anything like that. So everything had to be done in camera, or they had to do things in post, like they had to like transpose the things onto a miniature. And I mean, it's amazing to see, what they could do back then. But it was interesting that when I was watching it, I felt like this is almost 4 short films. Like, it didn't feel like a one film. It felt like 4 connected short films. Like, you have the beginning with the prehistoric man, or before man, like finding the monoliths or whatever, and gaining, learning how to use tools and weapons. And that you see that the change from the person going into space and then finding the monoliths on the moon. And you have what I thought was the best moments with when they're on the spaceship to Jupiter, and like you have Hal the computer going bad. And I mean, that was the most interesting part of the film. Then of course you have the end, which is really trippy and weird, and I think maybe that some energy-based aliens using this guy as like a human zoo and then turning into a space child. And it's such an interesting film, but at the same time, I don't know how much it works just as a movie, especially in like in modern days, like modern eyes. Like, he was doing something, an experiment. This is an experimental film. This is not like a movie, but still, it's so amazing. I mean, but it's funny. While I was watching, I wished I had the whole movie was just them on the space station with Hal, because I mean, the actors are amazing for that. And I love that. I think that it would have been even better if you had time, like more time with them just being normal with Hal, so that it was more of a surprise when he went bad. But there's so many different concepts of the film that you could like look at and dissect. Like, I love how you say that the reason Hal went bad and malfunctioned was because before the mission even started, they programmed him to lie to his crew about the true purpose of their mission, so that when that already they let them lie, like that, it created this malfunctioning computer that would lead to it being willing to kill off everyone. But I love it. They said that, like, you see that when things start to go wrong, you see him try to think, oh, have you done a psychological test or whatever on the crew? And he's like searching or thinking, and then he does the fake thing. Hey, there's some malfunction here, and it's like, so this is the test. That's the test, and he failed the test. And I think that is just kind of really interesting and well done, and it is a beautiful film, but it's nothing like a film that you see today. But they have the orchestra, Like these just like scenes that just let them breathe. Like the scenes just breathe and go on, and that it's almost like it could be annoying, but at the same time it's like it's amazing, but it is so different, and it's gorgeous and beautiful and kind of enthralling, but. And I think that it was an experience watching it on a huge screen, and I mean I'm really glad I did it. But still, as a film, like I didn't love it. Like I don't see myself coming back to it. Like I mean, it was really good though. I kind of give like 8.5, 8.75 out of 10. It's kind of weird ranking a movie like that, but for as an actual movie, it's as a film experience, it's amazing. But as a movie, I had some problems with it. But, it's still a really amazing experience. Thanks for watching. Share that video playlist or my head. Subscribe to me on that Z over there. Thanks.